Hello everyone, this is Cosmic Jr. from Apocalypse, and today I will be making a main tank guide for starter and beginning tanks. This guide will help players who are struggling in certain moments and certain things that ohms or mechanics are doing that are killing them, or this will help players that have not entered yet have a better understanding of the fight. And this guide will have various things that I implement in my tanking every time I come in here to improve upon and benefit my group. If there's anything that I forgot, or you guys are dying, or anything that you feel like you need help with, please comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can on how I can help. Without further ado, let's begin.
First off, let's get started with the gear that I wear inside of VAS. This gear that I wear provides the maximum amount of physical and spell resistance. I wear 5-piece Alkosh, 2-piece Bloodspawn, 5-piece Torques. And for enchantments, I use all health on body, 7-piece heavy, crusher on both weapons, and health on both shields. And for my jewelry, I use 1 shield play and 2 reduce potion cooldowns. You can swap these rings out for something. If you're having a problem with lightning, you can swap these out for shock resist. You can put 2 shock resist on and you can just stand in the lightning, or if you feel like your physical resistance is too much and the cleave is hitting you too hard, you can put a physical glyph on your gear. You can also swap out Bloodspawn if you feel like you don't want to use Heroic Slash. You can swap out Bloodspawn for the new 2-piece set, which drops in Fang Lair. It is really good for keeping up main on boss and sub bosses. Next, we're going to get started with skills. I use Pierce Armor, Absorb Magic, Dragon's Blood, Igneous Shield, Balance, and Warhorn. These are my front skills. I feel like they're the most efficient, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. But my back bar is Purge, Inner Fire, Heroic Slash, Engulfing, and Balance, and Magma Shell. I use Balance on both bars just so I don't have a magic problem. Pretty much because of the magic problem. I don't want to be on my front bar and hoping for magic, because I bar swap a lot and I'm on the back bar, and so that's why I use that. These are my stats on buff. I use 64 in health. I put all my points into health. Lord Mudstone and Tri-Stat Food with Tri-Stat Pots. In VAS, you can drop down to stage 3 if you feel like you're getting hit with the fire too hard. Buffed up, my stats go up by, this isn't fully buffed because I forgot to pop it cola, but you get the point. Next is CP. I play around with my CP a lot in VAS. I've changed this so much, but this at the moment is what I'm running. It's just what I'm comfortable with. You can probably change some things, but like I said, this is what I'm most comfortable with. I have 65 in a vASHM because I was running VMO on my tank recently, but what I would suggest doing is taking 65 out of bashing and putting it into tumbling, because there is times in VAS where you can't take a cleave and you have to roll dodge, so I suggest putting those points into tumbling. For Blue Tree, I just put my points into anything, or Blessed and Elfborn, and then the rest of the points can go into anything, whatever you like, because tank Blue Tree really doesn't matter that much. So that's my CP. Let me get into the gameplay now. Alright, before we even go into the boss, there's well, there's a couple things, but one important thing that you must realize as a main tank. As a main tank in here, you are in charge of Lotus timer. So you can take this time or before that to prep yourself for Lotus timer. He is up for 3 minutes. So for your timer, you can put in 3 minutes, and he's down for 45 seconds. You're in charge of his get up timer and his down timer. What I suggest doing is for your timer, putting 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So so it can just make it easier for you to time. That's what I personally do. So I can just keep hitting the reset button on my timer. So I don't have to spend time calculating in my head like when he's gonna get up. Alright, so you're going to start the fight immediately pulling ohms and making sure that he steps at least once or twice in your general direction. So when he jumps behind you and not where your group is, like in the area where your group is. Throughout the fight, he's going to do various roars, and to avoid them, you want to just dodge roll them or just move out of the way. I suggest dodge rolling because it's the fastest. Make sure you also keep up your heroic slash and engulfing, because that provides the maximum group DPS. At 91%, he's going to do his jump. You want to make sure you move in the location where I'm going in the video, because it forces him to jump towards this left side, making it easier for your group because you can force his roar to go towards exit. And then after jump, he does lightning. During lightning, you want to make sure you notify your group that he is turned, because most of the time he'll be turned towards entrance. So just make sure that you notify your group so they can move out of the AoE and nobody gets killed. Okay, right here he's about to do his first real lightning that you must train your mind to do. Alright, what you want to do is immediately back up as soon as you see him jump in the air and move to slightly to your right. Then after that, a lightning is going to come through the middle. Then the third lightning, you want to move slightly to the left and hook around it, and you should be able to dodge all lightnings. Okay, at 75%, he's going to do his second jump. This is when you will now start to grab Lotus and keep track of his up and down time. I will show throughout the video examples of good positions where to stand when to pull Lotus in, because you want Lotus to be stacked on top of the boss for maximum group DPS. Okay, as you see right here, I just got hit with Cone. What Cone does is it puts a 25% defense or healing debuff on you. Just make sure after the Cone is over to cleanse yourself with Purge, and you should be fine. Okay, right here I want to touch up on Warhorn usage and how you can effectively use Warhorn to hit your group as much as possible. When using Warhorn, you have a couple options to either push against the boss and your group should be stacked behind ohms, or you can wait until ohms does a roar and you can roll to either the left or right side and slightly run into your group and pop it. Okay, as you see right here, Lothus teleported to the right side. What you're going to do when he teleports to this side is you're going to want to taunt him and move him over to this move over to this location that I'm standing, and he should walk over to ohms so you can pull him in. For the other locations, you don't really have to do that much positioning because most of the time Lothus is next to ohms, or he'll walk over to ohms. But for when he teleports to the right side, it's a little bit harder to bring him in. So just make sure you're mindful of ohms' attack pattern when positioning that from that direction. Okay, right here is a good example of when I lose Lothus, I tell Stoop to go over and grab Lothus for me. And what he's going to do is he's just going to pull him over to you so you can re-aggro him. Or you can wait for ohms animation and re-taunt him yourself. At 25%, he's going to do his final jump. He's also going to go into his execute phase. During execute phase, he will do flames, but other than that, it's pretty much the same throughout the full percentage. You also want to make sure during this jump that you notify your group that he's turned towards entrance, because he does a long animation string, as you see in the video, before he turns back around and does his cleave. So just make sure that you notify people, because people can die during that. And then, as you see right here, he is going to drop fire on me. You have a couple options when fire is being dropped on you. You can either heal through it, like I did in the video, or you can purge. I suggest purging, because it hits you, the back healer and the off tank, so it makes it easier on you guys, so you don't have to walk around with that dot.
Like, do you know what you are? You're the beat in my heart. I shine bright like the stars. Baby, we could go far. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what you are? Like, do you know what you are? You're the beat in my heart. I shine bright like the stars. Baby, we could go far.
Okay, as you see right here, Lotus is enraged. When he's enraged, his moves hit extremely hard and can wipe your whole group. So just notify your group that he is enraged, and the bashers should have their full attention on Lotus. So, and if they miss a bash, then it has a chance of like wiping your whole group. So just make sure you keep Lotus taunted also, because his light attacks can kill a whole DPS. So be careful when Lotus is enraged. This will be the end of the tutorial. I'm just about to die. I hope this tutorial helped starter or beginner tanks, or people who already been in here just learn some new things that they can work on while doing VAS. There will be notes in the description on things that I've missed throughout the tutorial, or small things that I feel like tanks should know but weren't important enough to mention in the video when tanking this. If there's any confusion or you still need help with some things, and just message me on PSN or in game at Cosmic Junior or on Discord at Cosmic for things that you need to be worked on or need help with. This is Cosmic Junior from Apocalypse, and peace out.